Oh, and we found a unicorn. Here's our unicorn. Here's why this might be happening. I think everything is healed up. So we don't have a chopper tomorrow.
They're not awesome. Not like me. Back with the X.
Back with the X. Fixed.
Yep.
Plan Z. Good morning, everyone. It is the day after Canada Day for us, and I decided not to do much yesterday. I thought I'd wait till today, being the middle of the week, to start hoof trimming our boys. And it's also because it is 14 degrees Celsius this morning, so a nice reprieve from the heat we've been having. I don't love doing stressful jobs on the animals when it's too hot out. The animals can get ornery and then they don't want to move, and I think Carissa would agree with that statement. I was full intentions of vaccinating my ewe lambs across the road today, but they need to be done in 4 weeks from today, and 4 weeks puts us the day before the due date of this lambing group. History suggests that we could be in full-blown lambing on that day, and I will likely not get that done, and they have to be done 4 weeks apart. So I think I'm gonna push that off till next week, and then that would line up better when we're probably in a reprieve from lambing. I think, hopefully. So we're just gonna work away here and do some gossiping as we do. Carissa always has lots of stories. Most I can't share on the internet. Oh, and we found a unicorn. I literally have a unicorn. One of my Manitoba rams has a horn coming right out the middle of his head. So we'll share him in a minute or two. I don't know where he is. At the back, of course. Good boy. Oh yeah, do you want me to do it quick? We're also vaccinating, and I haven't hooked that up yet, so you can press. Yeah.
He's actually nice.
He is. There you go. Nice. I don't know what it is, but the rams fit better than the ewes in this thing, and they shouldn't. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, your feet look great. Is that William banging?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Here's our unicorn. Wow. Buddy. Gonna get a close up. Like, that is legit in the middle of its head. Wow. All right, Billy. Everything looks good. Hi, buddy. I'm even wearing Billy's mom's shirt today. Perfect. It's meant to be. Okay, Billy. Good boy. Why can't they just all be like that? You should be first so you can show everybody how it's done. Not last. Almost last. Your turn, buddy. Come on. Yeah. Because he's just watched the professional do it. Look at that, 2 videos in a row. The captain's in his chair. I could actually do this at this point. He doesn't like me doing the headlands, but...
These headlands are horrible.
They're really bad. Because of our new build,
like,
we have to...
That.
Yeah, I know, that's really bad.
Plus that little in the back here.
Yeah. is bad.
It's horrible.
So when we say headlands, we mean like the border, the outside of the field.
End rows.
What? End
Some people,
rows?
Yeah.
We call it headlands. Anyways, we do 8 rounds with the discipline just because we merge 2 together, and that makes an equal 4, obviously. So by the time we're done those, there's like barely any field left, and he will not let me turn on my camera until we're done the headlands. So we just finished, and it's been like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So anyways, our second cut, this is our second cut. We did first cut a month ago. June 2nd, 3rd. Yeah, you hurt your ankle. 2nd, 3rd, because my court date was the 3rd.
Yeah.
Second cut looks really good. We had originally planned on bailing second cut because we weren't sure where we were going to put a tube, like an egg bag, but we've decided to put it where the corn silage usually is, and then we'll move the corn silage over a bit. We're just kind of backlogged. We had more feed than we typically have at the end of a year, so it's screwed up our logistics on the pad where we store our feed. So we ended up deciding to do second cut. I actually said to Mark, maybe it's good, while we know we have a good cut, to take it, and then all our feed in terms of the bag is done for the year, and then third cut we can wait till whenever and just bale it and wrap it. So I think that's that is what we're doing. I did text Ethan to round him up, and he's busy putting in a new injector in the harvester.
He's got some injector issues on his motor on the harvester.
So he said it should be in running order by Thursday night, which is tomorrow night, and we have everybody else lined up for hay on Friday. So anyway, we are at the end now, so I'll let Mr. Brock do his thing. All right, we are already at 3 o'clock. It's crazy how much time it takes to open up a field of hay. I thought I would give you a little bit of update on the feed situation. Since last video, you would have seen that we had a bunch of rotten feed that I did end up throwing out. Sorry, I think my camera's on its last leg here. Anyway, we've been feeding the new feed, and not a word of a lie, like the very next morning when I got the rations all done up for the new feed, so new rations and the new feed, they had the feed perfectly cleaned up. So that was and is still a huge relief when it comes to these close-up ladies. But not even just them, my ewe lambs are eating better, everybody's just eating better, and I do think just that feed, as we were getting closer and closer to the end of the bag, it was just getting less and less desirable for them to want to eat it. So I'm glad we did that when we did, but I bet you we could have even started it maybe even a few days earlier. But anyways, we did it, it's done, everybody's eating, even through this heat. Let's talk about this horn situation, shall we? I Googled it to see, I'm pretty sure a few years ago, I had a ram, but I kind of think it was in the middle of his nose, so I kept calling him like rhino ram or something. And I can't, I Googled ram horn in middle of pole. Do I put in middle of forehead? Does Google not know what a pole is? They're all just curly horns. Oh, here's one. Same exact horn. Looks like a big old Texel. It's the exact same. All right, what's it saying? This is in the UK. I love the UK. They're the funniest. Peculiar sheep with horn protruding from forehead, dubbed unicorn. That is brilliant. A unique sheep has been spotted trotting around a field with just one horn protruding from the center of its forehead, and its unusual appearance has earned it the nickname unicorn. This is in February 2023. However, that did not answer my question, what is it? I just want to know what causes it. Oh, why does the internet sometimes suck? You know what? ChatGPT. I'm going to chat it. Why does my ram have a horn starting to grow out of his forehead? This is what chat says. So, not a vet. Maybe a vet. All right, it sounds like your ram is developing what's often called a scur, or extra horn growth. Here's why this might be happening. 1. Scurs, partial horn growth. Scurs are irregular, often small horn-like growths that don't usually grow in the usual horn location. Yep. They're common in sheep that have been disbudded or come from polled, which is my sheep, which are naturally hornless genetics, especially if the genetics are mixed with horn breeds. Oh, interesting. I don't think these guys are. Sometimes scurs grow in odd places, including higher on the head or even off center. Number 2 could be a genetic mutation or developmental anomaly. Some rams may develop abnormal horn placement due to genetic quirks or embryonic development issues. If he comes from a breed that typically has 2 symmetrical horns, and this one is growing in a weird place, it's just an outlier. An injury or abscess that calcified. Rarely, trauma to the forehead or skull can result in a calcified tissue that appears horn-like. Now that sort of makes sense with a ram because they do fight right there, like that's where they hit. So often you'll see like a bloody little spot there because they hit themselves really hard. This can sometimes happen if there's an old wound or abscess that's hardened. What to watch for? Is it firm and hard like a horn or soft and fleshy? Is it growing symmetrically or wildly off course? Is any signs of infection or discomfort? No. If it's a scur and not interfering with his health or vision, it's usually harmless. If it grows in a dangerous direction, example, toward the eye or skull, it may need trimming or surgically removed. So I think we're okay. I think it is just a growth. And I wonder if that rhino ram I had a couple years ago, if that's all it was on him or her. I don't even know if it was I think maybe it was a ewe. I don't even think it was a ram. Anyway, there you go. Things that I didn't wake up thinking I would see today is a unicorn. So there was a very, very slight chance of rain tonight, like 40% of less than a mil. And the skies got really, really dark here about 20 minutes ago. And our wind is gone. We had wind all day. It's like dead calm right now. Our neighbors are growing. I can hear the harvester. But I think we might have lucked out. I think maybe it split around us. This is the one thing about cutting hay. It's just so nerve-wracking. Yeah, it's starting to clear up here. This was all like dark, dark, dark. Well, this guy. So it must have split. So that's south and that's north. All right. I might have dodged a bullet, maybe, hopefully. How are you feeling today? You look good. It looks all dried up. Let's see. Everything's dried up. That's crusty. Ear is dry. What about this spot up here? Good. I think everything is healed up. Oh, sorry. You look good, honey. Do some fly spray? Good morning. She's looking so much better. So relieved. What are you waiting for? Me to open the door? Okay, well, second cut hay has just gotten a little more interesting. We did dodge the rain last night. We only got like 1/10, 2 mils of rain. So we were like, oh this is good, this is meant to be. And then Ethan just called me and said, we have not good news. My injectors that I was waiting for, they didn't send enough, or they sent the wrong ones or something. So we don't have a chopper tomorrow. And if it had rained, we probably could have waited till Saturday. I think he gets them Saturday. So in the meantime, I don't know what that was. So in the meantime, we have to resurrect our one of 3 very old harvesters, get it all in working order, which I don't know. I'm trying not to stress out. Mark said have some faith, so I am trying to have some faith, but bringing out this old equipment just really triggers something deep within, and I've been fighting off tears for the last hour. We will bring you along today for the fun times of getting some old equipment resurrected again. Before we get too excited, we're gonna do a test run to make sure everything turns on. It does have the wrong head on it right now. It's got the corn silage head. So we don't want to take it off if it doesn't work. Doing some electrical because the old hookup was for a John Deere.
Yeah.
And we don't have a John Deere.
Not for this.
Is that a good sign? We're taking this off, putting the hay one on.
You don't want to do corn silage today?
Do you want me to take your corn already? Yeah, because you have to take these pins. Okay. You're good.
They're not awesome. Not like me.
It's about the same age as you.
Probably older.
Good news, you guys. Good morning, by the way. Ethan texted at 10:30 last night and said he got his chopper fixed. So we're gonna put the old girl back where she belongs, back in her graveyard. stuck in the boneyard till we need her again. Mark wanted me to call this video what, like we are getting back together with our ex.
Oh, back with the ex.
Back with the ex. Mine is like we are never getting back together.
Never,
I think
ever,
that's a never ever getting
ever.
back together. That's what I would name it. At least it's a nice day.
Yep.
Hope this dew burns off though, so we can start merging.
I think you need it.
Do you think we need it for the hay?
Yeah.
I think it's getting dry.
It was pretty crispy on top last night.
We should have an auction sale soon.
We're taking to an auction sale.
Mm-hmm.
That was the plan.
We got a lot of equipment here. I guess when we need it, we need it. She's good to go. Plan Z. Can't get it out.
I have to spot the tractor neutral.
Okay. Do you want me to go reverse? It is. Do you want me to go?
Drive ahead.
Okay.
Okay, whoa, back up.
A little more? Do you want me to move the steering? You got it. We don't know why, but there's a couple of really wet spots here that just won't dry out. So I think we might put gravel here. I think Mark's just trampling it down to get a base. Pretty mucky. And we have to put the bag here because the tractor and wagon have to go here to unload. We don't have a spot on the pad yet for it. So we're kind of stuck putting it where the corn silage usually is. So yeah, we're gonna put it here and then we'll put the corn silage where this bag is because it should be gone, hopefully by then. All right, well, I am on my last trip to Ethan's, picking up all the hay equipment. So part of the sort of stress around yesterday and me just losing it, kind of mentally, we need different equipment. If we use Ethan's stuff, we have to get the merger and merge our hay. And with our equipment, we can't because our pickup head, like the head of our harvester, is too small. So it was one of those things that if Ethan got his chopper fixed yesterday, which we weren't sure until like 10:30 last night if he would have it fixed, which he did, thank goodness. So then it changes today. So today I had to go run to Ethan's, get the merger, bring it back so Mark can start merging the hay. Merging is 2 rows into one to make Ethan's harvester more efficient because his harvester has lots of horsepower. And our little one, although it could handle it because of the tractor we have on it, the pickup head is just too small, so we couldn't fit that much hay in it. It just changes everything in logistics, and there's no planning. And with me, I like to have a pretty surefire plan, which I'm really in the wrong profession for that sort of mental behavior, but it is what it is. Anyway, it has all worked out, which it always does. But I think my problem with hay is we just had such a bad start with sheep farming, and hay was just the icing on the cake in those years. Like I already felt like an absolute failure with the sheep themselves, and then we got into hay farming, and that is new for me. I was only Dad's like hired man back in the day, so I helped with hay but didn't know really anything about it. The equipment was already always ready to go when I used it. So then when Mark and I got in it, we were like, well, we don't want to spend a lot of money on hay equipment because we only need it like 3 times a year and we don't have that many acres. So although Mark can grow a good crop of hay, we had really poor equipment to actually harvest it. So it took us a few years of really, really struggling and really, really hating hay season because of the struggles. to realize that it's okay to hire some of these jobs out. And Ethan offered to be that guy, and it has completely transformed the way we feel about hay and the way, you know, just the way the days go so much better. So when yesterday happened, I immediately went back to like 5 years ago when I just felt everything just sort of compressed. My chest compressed, my head went really fuzzy. It was instant anxiety. It's the only way I can describe it. And Mark actually was very firm. He's like, you need to chill out because this harvester will work. We will get it working. And I just was like, I just kept shaking my head, and he did it. It took us all day, but we did it. We got it working. I am taking a bit of a detour on the way to Ethan's because my bakery is in the same vicinity as Ethan's. So I'm gonna swing around and grab my baking goods. I have bread ordered and pizza dough ordered. So I wanna grab that. Then we'll grab our last 2 wagons and head home. And then I think everyone is meeting here at about noon to start. So wish us luck. And I will take a few clips here and there, but for the most part, hay is just so chaotic and so loud that I can't do it justice when I have to like either run wagons or empty wagons. So we'll see what I'm running today. We haven't even talked about that. Still pretty moist underneath, but the top's pretty crispy, which is perfect. It'll blend up nice. Cool. Did you get your owl fixed?
Yep. Well, somebody picked it up and took it to
Like to a rescue?
Yeah.
Nice.